This is Christine McAllister, the founder of Life with Passion. LifeWithPassion.com. My private Facebook group that you can join is Life with Passion Society. We're here on day 5 of the Building Business Systems and Structures Challenge. Hey, Emily. I'm going to back up a little bit from the window so you can see me a little bit better, I think. How are you? How are you? Thank you for joining. It's really good to see you here. Hi, Guillermo. Thanks for jumping on. I'm coming to you for the last day from Northern California. So here to talk about marketing and what you need to know for getting started. Marketing like a maven. Thank you, Emily. So this is something I get a ton of questions about. My background is actually as an online marketing expert. So I've done that for 11 years. And so what I am talking about today is marketing and how that relates to sales. So these are two topics that, as a coach who works with people who want to quit their 9-to-5s and start or build the businesses of their dreams, these are questions I get a lot, or these are common reasons people cite a lot as why their business that they tried in the past didn't take off, or what they want to, what they're most afraid of if they were to start a business that their business would lack. So what I want to do is to talk about my best recommendations for you getting your marketing set up so that you can market like a maven, and really let people know that whatever you're most passionate about, you're really good at doing. So the people that you want to work with will come to you. Thank you for all the hearts. I love it. I love it. I love it. So here is my number one recommendation. First and foremost, more important than anything else. Okay? You ready? First and most important thing when it comes to marketing and sales is that you have a clear picture of your ideal customer or client. Do I have an MBA? No, I don't have an MBA. I have been doing this for 11 years. I have started 4 successful businesses. I think that's in my opinion, much better qualification to help people run successful businesses than an MBA, because results are what speak for themselves. So have a clear picture of your ideal customer or client, okay? This informs everything else. Awesome. Thank you, Emily. Do not proceed to the other steps until you figure this out. Do not do it. Having a clear picture of who you're talking to absolutely informs every single other thing that you are going to do. Your website, the other steps that we're going to talk about. Your website, your Facebook page, all of these things, all right? You've got to know who you're talking to. Because if you just set out to start one, guess what? It's going to sound like it's not talking to anyone in particular. Have a clear picture of your ideal customer or client. If you don't, and you're working on marketing, this is why your marketing's not working. You need to go back to, yes, exactly. You need to go back and you need to start with this. Now, for most of us, the person that we're trying to serve is probably someone that we were at some point in our lives. Yeah, what do they want? What do they need? What are they struggling with? You want the people that you're talking to know that you're talking to them, and you want the other people to know that you're not talking to them. The biggest mistake I see with people in this particular step is that they don't want to leave anyone out. There's this fear of missing out. So what they do is that they wind up trying to include everyone, and that leads to bland marketing that doesn't actually appeal to anyone. If you're trying to impress everyone, you're not going to impress anyone. So I know, for instance, that my target market is people who want to quit their 9-to-5 jobs and start or build the business of their dreams. That's who I work with. I've been that person. I know the pain of working in a job that you hate, and I've also been the person who's been able to build the business of their dreams and do it strategically. And so I know it's possible. and I know how to market that. I know how to help you figure out what you're good at, and that's the person that I talk to. That is the person that I talk to. My businesses I have started without financing. My first business that I started when I quit my job, I replaced my income in the first month, and I have never looked back. So I leveraged my skills and my strategery, and I bootstrapped it. I did it myself and built from there. So I want to go back to this picture, having a clear picture of your ideal client or customer. Feel free to ask questions if you have questions about your ideal customer or client along the way, okay? Remember that you can always change this, but you need to have somebody that you're talking to start out with and get clear on that. Number 2, I recommend that you set up a Facebook business page. Why? Because this is the biggest platform, right? We know it's the biggest social media platform. It's totally easy. Most people know how to use Facebook. It's free. You don't have to know any coding. You don't have to know any design. That stuff is pretty much decided for you. And it's easy to find a tutorial step-by-step how to do it. And Facebook often ranks higher than your own website in organic search algorithms for your business. So I recommend that you start with a Facebook business page. I do not love Google AdWords, to answer your question. I have worked with them for a lot of clients, and I haven't been thrilled with their customer service. I haven't been thrilled with the results. I much prefer Facebook for best bang for buck. All right, a Facebook business page is free, it's easy to set up, it's easy to operate. Post something daily here that's targeted to the people that you want to reach. Post something that positions you as an expert. Post something that might be interesting to your ideal clients, and be consistent. Facebook has a scheduler so that you can schedule out stuff a month in advance. You can sit down, you could do it in an hour, you could walk away and forget it, and if you get notifications on it, then you can go back and comment on them. Okay, this is a really efficient way to start building an online presence. Number 3 is a website. A website is legitimizing. It's not as important as it used to be because you want to reach people where they are rather than forcing them to go where you are. So that's why social media is so powerful, because it's where they already are. But it can be really easy to set up a website. My website, lifewithpassion.com, I set up myself using Squarespace. I have built a bunch of websites for people using WordPress, my online marketing clients, as a back end. But for myself, I preferred Squarespace because I really liked the look and I liked how plug and play it was. It's very, very affordable. Low monthly fee that includes everything you need for a plug and play website. And it's really easy to find answers to your support questions. If you use Squarespace, you know what I mean. You can Google it, you can find some support forum that answers it for you. So I highly recommend for beginners that you take a look at Squarespace. For that reason, it's made for you. You love Squarespace, Emily, right? It's awesome. You have a great website. Okay, number 4, that you offer free value, that you give away free value. So here's what you need to remember when it comes to marketing. People buy from those they know, like, and trust. So how do you become a person that they know, like, and trust? You start expanding beyond your immediate network by offering something for free. Exactly. Now, I always recommend that you let your immediate network know what's going on, because that immediate network, each of those people has an immediate network, right? Everybody knows a certain number of people, and if you're changing directions, you're offering something new, you want to keep those people updated. So put it on your personal Facebook page, send out an email, let people know who you're targeting, your new ideal customer or client, and what you're doing. Let them know what you're doing, because if you're scared to do that, then you're not passionate enough about what you're doing. You need to develop the self-belief and the self-trust in order to get your people on board, right? You need to let them know that you're passionate about it, because how are you going to sell it to people that you don't know at all if you can't share it and be passionate about it with the people who you know, right? Now, the people you know may not be really interested in what you are doing, but that's okay. They know, and now they're going to think about you when they think about your product or service. All right, so free value to give away. You need to think about what your ideal client wants or needs. Usually your ideal client is you, a few steps back, as we talked about before. So think about what you struggled with. Think about what your ideal client wants. It's always a really good idea to ask them. This value can be in the form of a free challenge, a webinar, tip sheet, free calls, a training, something that you create that establishes you as the expert and brings you to mind when they think of what you're selling, the product or service that you're selling. Okay? So free value to give away. That's number 4. And lastly, number 5 is to be consistent. A lot of people jump in with both feet. They get really, really excited, and then they lose momentum because they're discouraged or because they're doubting themselves or whatever. You have got to find a way to be consistent. This is where accountability with somebody who is going to hold you accountable can be super, super, super important. You have got to make sure that you don't just post and run, like post once a month on your business, post once a quarter on your business Facebook page, or your website hasn't been updated, there's outdated information, there are old dates, whatever. This makes your business look outdated. And so you've got to keep on top of that. Set yourself reminders, find a way to remain consistent. If you're treating this like a real business and you really want to make money at it, you've got to be professional about your marketing. Okay, you've got to show up. And like I said, you can pre-schedule stuff a month at a time if you want. So those are my 5 quick tips for my recommendations on building business systems and structures when it comes to marketing and getting those people in the door, because remember that people buy from those they know, like, and trust. And so number 1, you've got to start with a clear picture of your ideal customer or client. Hi, Marilyn. Thanks for joining. Number 2, you've got to, I recommend you set up a business page. Is there somewhere else we can see the tips? Yes. Style by Emily. Send an email to the contact link in my profile, and we can get you signed up for lifetime access to the scopes that have gone on all this week, and also the content, the written content that's gone along with it. lifewithpassion.com/contact. Send an email there. We'll get you hooked up. Great question. If you're a woman dreaming of leaving your 9-to-5 or starting or building your side business, you can also join us in my private Facebook group, which is called Life with Passion Society. You get access to me on a daily basis. Awesome. I hope you do, Roland. Good luck. I hope you do take all this knowledge and use it to work for you in your legal business. A Facebook business page, going back to wrapping these things up. Number 3, a website. Number 4, free value to give away. And number 5, consistency. All right. Number 5 is consistency. This ties everything together. People buy from those they know, like, and trust, so you need to become one of those people. I invite you to follow me here, Life W Passion. You can find me on Facebook, Life with Passion. You can find me, of course, on Twitter and Instagram too. I'm often sharing tips about how to build the business of your dreams. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yep, exactly. And I will look forward to catching up with you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.